All right, hello and welcome inside the Brentwood Sportsplex for some RMLL Junior B action here on NetFront Sports. It's the Calgary Chill taking on the Mountain View Mavericks. I'm Simon Chiskovsky. I'll have the call for you here today. We're going to go to the floor for the national anthem. We'll be right back with you in just a second. All right, with that, we are officially ready to go. It looks like we know who our starting goaltenders are going to be. For the Calgary Chill, it's going to be Dane Matson. We don't have stats for him as there was no shot tracking on last week's game, but he did allow 10 goals against the Silvertips. Played the full matchup. On the other side, for the Mavericks, it's going to be Cameron Greenlee with one game played. He has an .818 save percentage, 10 goals against average as well. Only one game played for the Mavericks. They picked up a win in that one for the Chill. 0-2-0 so far on the season, picking up losses to the Silvertips and the Shamrocks, two of the best teams in the South. Let's see what they can do against the Mavericks. Face-off picked up by Brody DaCosta. Hands it into the corner where it's going to be walked out by, that's Grayson Bateman. Back up high to Bannister, down the right side. Works off one screen, back up high, fakes the shot, back into the corner. That'll go off a defender and sailing back into the right side. Back behind the net now, Ethan Dawsdahl trying to work his way back up high. Dawsdahl running out of clock. He'll have to work his way out of the corner, pinned along the boards as the Mavericks pick it up off the shot clock violation. And they'll get their offense on the floor. Harnack trying to break his way out. Cutting straight down Center Street to the captain on the left side. Down the right side now. That's with Hack-on Clayton. 8 points in his first game of the season. Down the left side, into the corner once again. 10-second shot clock. Works off one screen, back over to Clayton. He's going to look, fakes the shot, back up high. He'll fire. That'll go right into the crest of Matson. Now the Chill breaking out. Down the left side. We'll see Bateman start to set up the offense up high. Cutting down the right side. Bateman. He'll fire that one just wide right. Popped up in front. Bateman with the second try. That'll go off the goaltender and back wide. Might have been a shot clock violation. I don't know if he got that on net. As that one sneaks by the Chill goaltender and Matson. They're going to wave it off. As it looks like this will just go right back over to the Chill. No goal on the play. As the Mavericks nearly score on their first shot on net. As it looks like we've got a penalty coming up as well to the Mavericks. Bannister taking it up high. Back down the left side, Bateman into the corner, back up with Bateman over to Bannister down the right side. Stuck in the corner, bounces off a stick, ends up pinned and stolen by Greenlee, who's going to send this one up the floor. Moving up with the Mavericks now. That's Jordan Banco, popping it right back up high to Catadall. Long shot, tried to find a cut man, but could not find his stick. Will go sailing into the right corner. Now running back up the floor, down the left side with the Chill. Cowett. Cowett gets it popped off his stick as the Chill try and set up their power play. Slowing things down now. Grayson Bateman with it. Passing it with Bannister into the corner. Shoecat, back up Bateman. Bannister fakes the shot. Bateman finds a man on the other side. Fires, saved by Greenlee. Second try will not go. I think he might have had a foot in the crease as they'll give the ball back over to the Mavericks. Now rushing down the left side, cutting through the crease. He'll pop it back behind the net. This one's stuck with Bamung. Bamung facing off against two Chill defenders, wasting down that shot clock. Only 40 seconds left on the power play. They'll try a wraparound shot, won't get it to go. The Chill restart on their own side. Bateman cuts down the left, popping it back up high. Back with Bateman. Bateman and Bannister going back and forth. Back up high. Down the right side, walking in. He'll fire, he'll score. The Chill break the tie early, just 3.5 minutes into the first period. Moving into the draw here. Once again, it's going to be DaCosta, as he was facing off against Goddard Zimmer. Face off won once again by the Chill, but they didn't hold on to it for very long. The Mavericks immediately getting the steal. They move up the floor. Both teams trying to swat the ball down. It'll be the Mavericks picking it up. Working out of the left side, only one defender to beat. Waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Now down the right side. Victoria trying to spin off one defender. Working off a screen. Works his way in. Gets forced out wide. Has to take it to the corner, as it'll go sailing off his stick and onto a defender's. Is picking that one up was Damon Penoyer. Penoyer sends a Hail Mary pass. Has a man in front. Bannister fires and scores. That's going to be number 2 on the night for the Chill. Cash Bannister. As it looks like we have a player down on the play here. He'll get up to his feet and be able to head off to the bench with a little bit of help from his teammates. As the trainer will get a look at him, make sure he's all right. Regardless, the Chill will be moving up to a score of 2-0 early against the Mavericks. Ethan Dosdall stepping into the draw. This will be the Mavericks' first win in the face-off on the, I guess, afternoon, as this will be taken into the right corner. Back up high, Victoria. Down the left side. Back into the corner. Working their way across. Down the right side, Victoria. Excuse me, that's Clayton. Walking down the right. Into the corner, back up high, misses that pass as it goes sailing by the stick of Crossy. And that'll end up being an over and back call on the Mavericks. Now down the left side, Bateman has it. Pops it over to the right. That shot ends up going sailing wide. They'll get a new shot clock from that one. Tries to put that on goal as Bateman finds number 3. With a nice little hop right in front of Greenlee. And just like that, the Chill are on a roll. That's going to be Bateman's second on the season so far. In the first weekend, he was able to pick up 5 points, but 4 of them were assists. DaCosta. He's going to step in here as the Mavericks nearly pick up the win on the faceoff. The ball's going to roll all the way into the Chill zone. Down goes a Chill defender, and finally, possession is found by Ethan Dumoulin. So end up high with the Chill. Down the left side into the corner. Trying to cut his way inside. Bateman, Bannister off the crossbar, I believe. As we're going to get a freeze here. That's going to be a penalty, I believe, on the Mavericks. And I believe it's holding on the call. So once again, Bannister is going to get it up at the top. Six minutes through the first period. It's been all Chill here at home. Bannister with it up high, getting his power play underway. He'll fake the shot back to Bateman. He'll fire right in on Greenlee. Goes off the goaltender into the netting, and the Chill will get it right back. Bateman up high again, Bannister. Down the right side, back to Bateman. Down the left, Bateman again, Bannister. Into the corner, Dawsdahl walking in on that attempt. Was Dumoulin, but he couldn't beat the goaltender. The Mavericks starting to break out shorthanded. Down the right side, cutting this one right in front, all alone, puts it over the goaltender, can't put it on goal. As it'll go sailing over the crossbar. We'll see the Chill get it back. Or excuse me, it looks like they're gonna have to give this one back to the Mavericks. So there was an infraction behind the play. Back behind the net, Mavericks trying to work their way in. Victoria. Working off the stick of Cowett. Pops it back up high. So we'll end up with Bemung. Down the right side. Finds Clayton. Fakes the shot. Spins back outside. Less than 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Cutting back in. Fires. Blocked in front by Cowett. And taken to the corner. Down the right. Here come the Chill. Ian Charchuk passing this one back up to Dumoulin. Finds Bannister. Down the left side, Bateman. Back over to Dumoulin. Walks in, fires, blocked and sent wide. Where it'll be recovered by the Mavericks. Not much time left on this power play. They'll try and take it to the goal. Spins by a few players, loses the ball in the process, and the Chill restart from their own bench. Bateman now, 15 seconds on the power play. A full shot clock to work with. Back up high, Bannister. Walking in, Bateman. Back to Bannister again. He'll wire. Good save, Greenlee. As it goes out of play. We'll see the Chill get a new shot clock here. 12 minutes to go, 3-0. Favoring the Calgary Chill. That pass goes sailing high. Mavericks will get it right back. They'll move up the floor. Victoria down the right side. Trying to cut his way in. Spins off one defender. Working off a screen. Passes it back down the left side. That'll end up with Bemung. Back to Victoria. He'll fire. Good save by Matson. They'll send a bounce pass up high. As Penoyer was trying to attack. Had to head back out of the zone. DaCosta walks in. Won't get too far. Spins past one defender. Takes it back up high. empty net for the Chill. They've got 6 on 5. 10-second shot clock. Here comes Bateman down the right side. That shot by Dumoulin will just narrowly sneak through. The Chill find number 4. And it's been one heck of a first period for the Calgary Chill. Still looking for their first win of the season, but looking like they'll have a very good chance of getting it if they can keep playing like this. It's moving into the draw here. That's going to be, I believe, Ethan Dosdahl. And on the other side of him, that's Ethan Hildebrand. Dosdahl gets the pin, trying to pick it up. Right in front of the boards there was Cowett. The Chill will get another face-off win. It's down the right side, passing it to the corner. Back up high. In front, looks, fires. Good save by Greenlee. So Shukat on the shot. Walking it back over half. But I believe they're going to get called back. Couldn't get it over that half line in time. Chill will get the ball right back. About 10 minutes gone here. Mavericks offense has not gotten started yet, as there's going to be an illegal screen, I believe, behind the play, so we'll head the other direction. The Mavericks down the right side. On the charge, that's Andrew Murray. He's going to hand it off to Jace Victoria. Victoria to Clayton. Clayton working off a screen from Victoria. Back down the left side. Cutting in, that's Bamong. Diving shot. Good save, Matson. They'll send a Hail Mary pass over half. Finds a chill stick in Logan Penoyer. This will get knocked right back over. Picked up by Dumoulin, sent down the left side. Spinning off multiple defenders there was Jacob Shukat. Down the right side, Dosdahl. Picked up once again, Bannister. Fakes the pass, fires that one just wide. Running out of shot clock. Shukat can't find it. Here come the Mavericks. Breakaway chance, he'll cut towards the goal. Walks right in, fires and scores. The Mavericks finally beat Matson. That was Brendan Harnack with an easy breakaway, nobody home to stop him. And he was able to put it right through the legs of Matson. So we'll get ready for another face-off. DaCosta and Hilbrandt once again. So it looks like there's some confusion on the floor. The face-off will be won by the Mavericks. Taking it back over half. Victoria. Down the right side. Picking that up, Clayton. Looks, fires, just over top of the crossbar. The Mavericks and the Chill go fighting for it right along the boards. It's going to be Victoria finding it for Mountain View. It'll end up back up high. Victoria sees a lane, thinks about taking it, walks off a screen, back behind the net. Diving chance, the Mavericks score it. Oh no, he won't. He had a foot down, they'll say. Clayton not too happy, but it looks like we are gonna head to our media break, so we'll be right back with you in about 30 seconds. All right, welcome back. 9 minutes left here in the first frame. 4-1 favoring the Chill. They scored 4 quick goals, the Mavericks, scoring the most recent one, leaving us with a 3-goal lead favoring the home squad here in Brentwood. Down the right side, Dawsdahl finds a cut man in DaCosta, but couldn't beat Greenlee. Here comes the Mavericks the other direction. With it, that's Grodecki. He'll blow a tire, but quickly able to get back to his feet. They move down the left side. The Mavericks put an easy one on goal, bring themselves back within 2, and just like that, the comeback's alive. The first 10 minutes were all Chill, and so far, first minute and a half or so, or of this second half of the first period, has been all Mavericks. The Chill get the pin. They'll be the first ones to pick it up. DaCosta doing it all himself. It's back along the boards. The Chill try and cut their way in. Down the left side, spins off one defender. Back up high. Right across, Bateman. Up high. Bannister. He'll get popped and knocked down. The ball will go sailing into the Mavericks bench. As we're going to see Victoria starting with it for the Mavericks on his own side of the floor. Working this one over half. Down the left side. Back up high. Pop back over to Clayton. Clayton has to get by 2 defenders. He will. There's a man behind the net. Matson was ready, and the rebound recovered by Boys Jolie. DaCosta up high. Down the left side. Cutting his way in, Dawsdahl. He'll fire that one just wide. Don't believe that hit the goaltender. It'll be recovered by the Mavericks. Here comes the captain. Cutting his way towards the goal. Didn't like what he saw. He'll spin back and hand that one right off. As Crozy has it. Back to Victoria. Victoria down the left side. Bamung has it. He'll get it knocked off his stick. He'll recover his own fumble. Victoria, 5-second shot clock. Has to spin and shoot. That'll just be a soft and easy one. Good save by Matson. The Chill work their way into the zone. Popped back up high. Shukat back to Dawsdahl. Down the right side, right in front. Shukat on the attempt. Don't believe that hit the goaltender. The Mavericks will get their offense on the floor. Walking off the rebound. It's down the right side, and that's Clayton. Finds a cut man, but couldn't find his stick as that bounced right in off Bamung. Victoria picks it back up. Down the right side, Victoria working off one defender. Passes it back up to Clayton. He'll bobble the attempt. 20-second shot clock. Has to go to the corner to find it. Clayton gets knocked down. It's 2 Chill and 2 Mavericks go at it. I don't know if anybody knows where the ball is, but they're still going. Victoria finds it. He'll fire. Good save, Matson. Slendup up high, working his way down the left side. Penoyer loses the ball on the entry. Will be quickly picked right back up by the Mavericks. About 5 minutes to go here in the first, 4-2. Here's score through the first 15. It's down the left side, here comes the Mavericks. That'll be fired on goal right through the legs of Matson, and the Mavericks back within 1. Ethan Dawsdahl stepping in across from Hildebrandt. Ball pinned by Dawsdahl, knocked over by the Mavericks player, but it'll be recovered, I believe, by the Mavericks here somehow. It was in a pile of chill, but he won't be able to do much with it. Picked up by Matson as he passes this one forward. Bateman down the right side, Bannister into the corner, working his way up high. Dumoulin looks, fires off the crossbar. That was an absolute laser. Matson will pick it up. Found by Bateman, who walks it over half. Bannister now working off a screen from Dumoulin. Bannister inside to Dumoulin. He'll fire and it'll go off, I believe, the stick of Greenlee. Back down the left side with it. Back up high, Bateman. Bannister. Bateman walks in. Cross once again. Cash Bannister looks, fires, but I believe that's an illegal screen. So the shot will not count. We'll see the Mavericks pick it up in their own zone. Hildebrandt hands this one off to Victoria. Victoria down the right side for Clayton. Clayton works off the screen, looks back up high, tries to cut inside, but didn't look like he was seen. That shot going sailing wide off the stick of Benko. Walking his way back up high for the Chill. Down the left side, trying to cut by two defenders. Getting stuck at the half line. Looks like the Chill will stay on side. Only 15 seconds left on this shot clock. It'll be recovered by DaCosta. Looking for options, spins off one defender, 10 seconds to go. Coming on the floor, that's Dawsdahl. Will be recovered by the Mavericks off the quick shot. As here they come the other way. Cutting in, 2-on-1, they'll fire, they'll score. The Mavericks tie it up at 4. So it was a beautiful little play there, but Ryder Bamung will be the one to put it away. So we'll get ready for another face-off here. Stepping in, Tevin Goddard-Zimmer, right across from DaCosta. Just 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Picked up by the Mavericks. Off the face-off infraction by the Chill. Shot clock is not running, but it looks like they got that figured out on one side of the floor and not the other. The captain for the Mavericks will lose the ball on the play, heading the other direction. Here comes the Chill. Charging it on the breakaway. He'll fire, but that'll go off the goaltender, off into the netting. And it looks like the Chill will not be getting this back. Must have not got high enough, so the Mavericks will get the ball back. The Mavericks set up their offense on the left side of the floor, passing it back up high, looking for options, works off a screen, passes it inside for Goddard-Zimmer. Be recovered, 5 seconds to go. Back up high, looks, fires. That was a laser, but it somehow didn't beat Matson. Cutting back over half, down the left side, the Chill on a charge, rushing the goal, taking out Greenlee as he went down hard on the play. And there's a big scrum in the crease right in front of Cameron Greenlee. And it looks like we are going to see the Chill heading to the box here for the first time here this afternoon. The Mavericks will get a chance on the power play with 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining in the first period. A good chance to take their first lead of this one. Looks like interference was the call. It's going to be a 5-minute major. We'll just have to see what the Mavericks can do with it. Back up high, Clayton. Down the left side. So we'll end up with Clayton again. Right over to Catadall. Back to Clayton. Looking for options. Finds one in the captain, who fires that one right into the crest of the goaltender. The Chill, shorthanded, able to get it over half. 30 seconds gone on the power play so far. About 70 seconds to go in the first. He's heading down the left side with it. That's Bateman. 10-second shot clock. We'll see what he can do with it. As he tries to cut his way out of the corner, facing some tough defense from two Mavericks defenders. Spins off both of them. Makes his way to the goal. Gets the shot off and recovers it. But I don't believe they're going to give it to him, as there is some confusion on the floor. It looks like that will be a timeout called by the Mavericks. So they're going to take about 45 seconds to talk this one over. We're still tied at 4. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the power play. The Mavericks, unless they pull off some sort of miracle, will be taking this power play into the second period. So we'll just have to see what they want to draw up here. They will have the option to pull their goalie, but I think it might be a little early for that. We'll see what they want to do. And that's all the time they're going to get. Both goaltenders are going to return to their creases here for 54.5 seconds to try and see which one of these teams is going to go into the second period with a lead. Greenlee will stay in between the pipes for the Mavericks. As starting it with it will be Luke Catadall. Catadall down the right side, finds Clayton. Back to Victoria, back behind the net. Back up high again. Shot clock turned off on one side of the floor, not on the other, as they have about 10 seconds to go. That'll bounce off the stick of Victoria as he tries to find it. 5 seconds to go. Victoria back up high, looks, fires, low. Matson sprawls. He'll be able to keep it out of the net. It'll go to the corner where the Mavericks do recover. Shot clock will now be turned off. 15 seconds to go. Mavericks circling the net, 10 seconds on the game clock. Down the left side, looks, fires, just wide. Pop back up to Victoria. He'll try and fire it again. It'll get blocked. 3 seconds to go for the Chill. It'll go sailing into the corner, and that will do it. 20 minutes have come and gone between these two teams, and we're tied at 4. 40 minutes still left to go between the Mavericks and the Chill. You're watching NetFront Sports. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back with you after a 10-minute intermission. All right, welcome back inside the Brentwood Sportsplex as we get ready to go. The Calgary Chill and the Mountain View Mavericks. Second period coming up in just a minute, but first we have your stats for that first frame. Obviously, it was tied at 4 after 20 minutes. Your shots 19-15 favoring the Calgary Chill. As for power plays, both teams took 2 penalties. The Chill were able to score on one of them, going 50% on the power play. The Mavericks have not yet scored up a man, but they've still got 3 minutes and 13 seconds left on that major penalty to see if they can change that. In the face-off draw, it was a 56% in favor of the Chill, 44% in favor of the Mavericks, leaving us right where we are as both these teams start to head out on the floor. As the away Mavericks are beginning to head out now, the Chill's entrance more than likely only a moment away. The first 10 minutes of that period were all Chill as they scored the first 4, with the Mavericks with an excellent comeback in the second half of that first period, tying us right back up. Normally you see teams trading blows. That was not the case in that first period. Both goaltenders being tested plenty. As here comes the Chill, led out by Dane Matson, who had to work plenty hard to keep his team in this one. Cameron Greenlee heading to the other side of the floor. Stopped 15 of 19. Took him a little bit to get settled, but that second 10 minutes for him were rather spectacular. And I'm sure he's going to be looking to do more of the same. Dane Matson trying to settle in for the next 40. Stay consistent. Give his team the chance to go at it with the Mavericks, who consistently have been one of the best teams in RMLL Junior B Lacrosse. The Chill had a really strong last season with one of the best offenses in the entire league. They lost a few key members of that team, but they're still looking strong. 4 goals in the first period against the Mavericks, really showing you they certainly will not be no slouch. As winning this draw right off the jump, that's going to be the Mavericks. Walking it right over half. And setting things up, that's Luke Catadall. Down the right side. Clayton into the corner, Victoria. Back up high with it. Up to the top for Catadall. He'll go back and forth with Clayton. 9-second shot clock, 2:45 still left on the power play, looking for options. Running out of them. Clayton's going to have to fire, but it'll go just wide. That's going to be a shot clock violation on the Mavericks. The Chill will pick it up on their own side. Heading down the left side with it, popping it up to Bateman. Now down the left side. Ian Charchuk. That's going to go right back down the floor. That's going to be an over and back call on the Chill. We'll have to just leave the ball where they found it. 2 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes to go in this power play. The Mavericks have not scored on it yet. So they go down the right side. Clayton into the corner. Working their way around. Victoria back up to Bamung. Down the right side. Clayton up at the top. Catadall. Catadall going back and forth. That'll go off the side of the net. And back up high with it. Clayton looks, fires, scores! The Mavericks find their first lead. As Clayton had one heck of a first weekend for the Mavericks, scoring 8 points in his first game, 4 goals. He finds number 5 on the early season. Setting into the draw to Costa. Standing directly across from Hillbrandt. Ball will get pinned. Be kicked forward, recovered by DaCosta. DaCosta spins off a defender, takes it back up high, looking for options, finds one straight off the bench in Bannister. Heading down the left side, Shukat has to get rid of it, back up high with it. That's Dumoulin. Dumoulin cutting down the right, taking it to the corner, trying to go right in front. He'll get taken out, and it'll be recovered by the Mavericks. Long Hail Mary pass there as it's picked right up. Jordan Banco tries to put that one on goal. Popped in the air. Clayton recovers. Mavericks lose the ball on the attempt to get it through the slot. Knocked off that defender's stick as both teams go fighting. Recovered by the Mavericks at half. So that's Muratori with it. He'll head down the right side, nearly getting taken out. Not able to hold on to the ball, but stays on his feet. And the Chill recover. Trying to get it back over half. Heading down the right side with it. This one stuck with Logan Penoyer as he hands it off to Dawsdall. 15-second shot clock. Dawsdall looks. Passes it inside. Down the left. Bateman. That'll end up getting fired wide. Popped up. Recovered by the Mavericks. And it looks like the Chill will get the ball back here. Bannister trying to cut past one defender. Not able to pick it up after losing the ball. The Mavericks head the other way, trying to head on a fast break. Won't quite have the legs to pull it off, so they're going to end up having to spin right back. Back up high with it, looks, fires. Clayton blocked in front, and they'll have to head outside. Chasing this one down for the Mavericks, only 2-second shot clock, needs to fire, that'll go sailing wide. We'll see the Chill picking it up, heading down the right side of the floor. This one on the stick of Caden Regimbald. Stolen back by the Mavericks once again as the Chill offense has been rather cold in the first 4 minutes of the second period. Catadall walks it up to half, doesn't go over, passes it up to Clayton. Hack on Clayton, back up high with it, down the right side, Bamung. Over to Jace Victoria. Cutting in, Victoria fires, that'll go wide. They'll say it didn't hit the goaltender. Running out of shot clock, Bamung fires wide again, so the Mavericks can't quite hit the net. Taking it up the floor, that's Bray Boys Jolie before handing it right off. Cutting in with it, that's Dawsdall. Down the right side, Bannister. Back up high with it. Looks, fires, Charchuk on the attempt. It'll end up loose in the slot before getting pinned on the floor. And it looks like the Chill might be getting this one back. Fresh shot clock, excuse me, for the Chill as they'll get it. Up high, looks, fires, finds a man behind. Working his way around the crease, back up high, good save. Greenlee on Dumoulin. Heading up the floor with the Mavericks. Hildebrandt tries to run straight through a Chill defender. Won't get too far with it. Maybe a fast break chance here for the Chill. Down the right side with Logan Penoyer. Looks for options, finds one in Bateman who fires. Rebounds there. It'll end up in the corner with the Chill once again. Heading down the left side, the Mavericks setting up. 25-second shot clock as they get their offense out there fast. Clayton over to Victoria, back up high with it. So end up with Bosomworth. Back down the left side, working off multiple defenders. Inside, Victoria looks, finds a man on the other side. Bosomworth on the shot, good save, Matson. Heading down the right. Popped back up. Right across the floor. It'll go sailing over top of the stick of 77. Here come the Chill. Down the left side, Shukat. He's going to look, decides not to shoot. Waits for his offense to get out there. 20-second shot clock. Up high, Charchuk. Charchuk down the left side, Dawsdahl. Works off one defender. Back up high again. Spins right off another. Dumoulin. Down low with Bannister. 5 seconds to go. Needs to fire. Finds a man in Charchuk. Will go sailing over top of the net. No shot recorded. The shot clock will go off. 7 minutes gone here in the second period. Only one goal scored so far off the stick of Hakon-Clayton. Down the right side, Victoria backs in on that defender. Diving shot. We'll say it went right off of Matson and straight back out. Go into the corner now. Trying to recover it for the Mavericks. It's Victoria, I believe, in the corner. Will be stolen back by the Chill. So they head down the right side. Taking it into the corner. It's Forgren. Passes it right across and goes off the floor. Bateman, he's going to look. He's going to fire. That'll go sailing off the post, I believe, and wide. Back in the corner again. Will end up being blown down as it looks like we'll see the Mavericks picking this one up. Andrew Murray finding it. Hildebrandt takes it over half. Down the right side with the Mavericks. Into the corner now. Victoria. Back up high. Firing will be Bosomworth. Good save by Matson. He's heading down the right side. Cutting across half. Down the left. Walking in is Dawsdahl. Diving shot. Shukat. That'll go just wide. I don't believe he connected with the goaltender. Victoria on the left side of the floor. Fresh shot clock for the Mavericks. Cross over to Clayton. As getting taken out on the illegal screen there for the Chill was Tyler Hussey. Walking it over half. Passing it into the corner for Bateman. Bateman, one defender to beat. Spins inside. Takes it back up high instead. Down the right side. In front, Charchuk fires low but cannot beat the goaltender. Might have gotten a foot down in the crease as well. Recovered just over half by Armitage. Back up to Bannister at the halfway. Inside for DaCosta. Shukat with it. He'll walk it up. Looks. Doesn't fire. Bannister. And that's going to get blown right down. The Mavericks will get it back. Heading down the left side. Banco chasing down this ball. He got knocked off his stick. The Chill able to recover as they might have an odd man rush the other way. 3-on-1. Charging towards the goal. He'll walk in. He'll look. He'll fire. He'll score. The Chill tie it up at 5. As that was Adam Cowett picking up his first goal of the season. First point as well. As DaCosta is going to step in across from Tevin Goddard-Zimmer. Pinned by DaCosta. Goddard-Zimmer knocks it along the wall. Both teams go at it. It looks like the Chill won't be able to get it first, actually. That ball rolled plenty far. They will find it. Somehow they won that face-off. They'll end up back in the corner. Down the right side. Popping it up in front. With it now, that's Dawsdahl. Inside, looking, firing, Bateman. Good save by Greenlee. Back along the side of the wall. Picked up by Bateman. In front, Bannister tries to find a cutting shoe cat. Couldn't find his stick. Blocked by a Mavericks defender as they take it up the floor. So this will get blown down. It looks like the Chill will get it back. And there's going to be a penalty on the play as well, as Zimmer is going to go take a seat. It'll be a 2-minute minor. Bannister. Down the left side, Bateman. Back up high with it. Bannister looks up high, Bateman cutting in. On that attempt was Dumoulin. And they're going to say he got the shot off, so they'll get a fresh shot clock. The Chill looking for their first lead of the second period. Dumoulin down the left side, Bannister, Bateman. Bannister up high, Bateman fires, good save Greenlee. He'll sprawl but cannot stop it. The Chill go up by 1. As 6-5 is your score through 31 minutes. We've just barely crossed over the halfway point of this one. Ball will get pinned. Knocked up in the air, picked up by the Chill. Heading down the left side with it. He'll get hit up high. Crowd saw it, the ref did it, so we'll keep playing. Down the right side, Charchuk. Dawsdahl. Back over to Charchuk, he'll fire, that one low. Good save on Greenlee, can't get the rebound. The Chill go up by 2. Jacob Shukat coming in to find it. Ball pinned by DaCosta. He'll get an easy pickup on Zimmer. And they'll put it right back on goal again. Grayson Bateman. The Chill go up by 3. As the Calgary Chill's offense has exploded in the second half of this first period. Or second period, excuse me. DaCosta is going to step in. So it looks like the Mavericks are sending somebody else out there. Brendan Harnack not able to beat DaCosta. They'll fire this one on. Greenlee with a good save. And they'll blow this one down, so we will get our media break. We'll be right back with you in just 30 seconds. All right, welcome back. 8:23 left in the second period. 8-5. It's the Calgary Chill lead over the Mountain View Mavericks. We'll see the Mavericks starting with it in their own side of the floor. Heading down the right side, Clayton over to Victoria. Victoria has options. Decides to fire. Good save, Matson. Rebound there for the Chill, and he'll be able to cover that one up. Heading down the right side, popping this one back up. Owen Hamill trying to hold this one on the right side of half. Recovered by the Mavericks. He'll have an easy breakaway. Cutting towards the goal, that's Benko. Good save, Matson. And the Chill will finally get out of their own zone. Bannister picking it up. He'll head down the right side. Up high, Shukat. He'll look, he'll fire. Saved by Greenlee. Pop back along the boards. Down the left side. Grodacki to Victoria. Victoria passes it across the floor. Bamung was supposed to be the receiver of that pass, but that did not work out as here come the Chill the other way. Potential 3-on-2. Cutting in is Bateman, and he will beat Greenlee once again. 9-5 for the Calgary Chill. And it looks like we're making a goalie change here. And I'm going to try and figure out who number 1 is in between the pipes for the Mavericks. But unfortunately, I don't have him on my roster sheet. It may be an affiliate player. We'll get back to you on that one. So we try and figure out who the mystery goaltender is in between the pipes for Mountain View. As cutting inside, Bateman had the try. Didn't quite go his way. This one will get knocked back along the boards. Bateman. Bannister. Back down the right side. Up high. Firing. Scoring. The Chill go up by 5. As that was Shukat once again. And it looks like it's going to be Grayson tapping in between the pipes for the Mavericks. It'll be his first start of, or not start, first appearance of the season for Mountain View. Penoyer trying to find a cut man in Charchuk. He's going to get knocked down. But it does look like the Chill will get it back. Down the right side. Up high with it. Down the left. Here comes Bateman. Spins off 2 defenders. Gets a screen from Shukat. It'll go into the corner. And it'll be recovered by Bannister. Bateman. Shukat. Firing that one, it'll go sailing over top of the net. That's going to be an over and back call on the Chill. Little under 6 minutes to go. The Mavericks getting the ball in the offensive zone. Victoria facing some tough pressure. Back up high for the Mavericks, down the left side. Victoria fires, saved by Matson. Down the right side we go. Spinning behind the net. Back up high with it. Bannister not able to get that pass. It'll go sailing all the way around to Shukat. Working his way in, still somehow has the ball. Finally, the Mavericks knock it off his stick. Bannister gets it as well, and that'll be a shot clock violation on the Chill. Victoria down the right side. Finds Clayton. Clayton works his way back up high. Long shot, Benko. That'll get sent right into the corner. As this quickly gets blown down here. It looks like we'll see the Mavericks getting it back in the corner. Although, I believe the ref might have gotten hit at some point in that play. Might have been by the ball now that I think about it off that shot. Maybe it rebounded and caught him up high. So it looked like he was holding his neck. So they might just be giving him a chance to just collect himself, make sure he's all right, and he'll get a round of applause from the crowd here. Those referees not wearing quite as much equipment as the players on the floor. As Bamung will take it up high. Victoria on the right side. Works off a screen from Clayton. Victoria finds a lane, has to take it behind the net instead as he tries to force his way out. Up high, Bamung. 7-second shot clock. That behind the back shot will go sailing wide. And we may have a penalty coming up here. And it's going to be the Mavericks heading to the box once again. Four minutes and 33 seconds still left in the second period. So waste down half of it as Bannister gets it up high. Bateman in front, charging in on goal. Popped off his stick. Shukat on the try. Mavericks maybe trying to do something shorthanded. Passing this one inside. Picked off by the Chill. Might have a fast break of their own heading the other way. On the right side, this will roll back to half. Bateman. Bannister with it. Down the right side, back up to Bannister. Bannister is going to look and fire. That'll be a nice shot, but it'll go sailing into the corner. The Chill recover, get a new shot clock. Shukat, Bateman, back to Bannister. Over to Dumoulin. Bannister. Bannister back over to Shukat, but he can't quite loose that ball. And the Mavericks try and break out the other way. Trying to do it all on his own is Lashmar. He'll rush towards the goal, firing and scoring. What a highlight reel play by the defender as he brings the Mavericks back within 4. As a shorthanded goal from the Mavericks, you got to think that's a momentum shifter. .46 seconds still left on the power play for the Chill. Knocked back into the Calgary Chill zone. That face-off picked up by Calgary. DaCosta setting it up for Dumoulin. Into the corner, Bannister. Cash Bannister resetting up high. Going back and forth with Bateman. Dumoulin. Bannister back to Bateman. Looking in for Bateman. Right over to Charchuk. Bounced right over top of the net. No shot ever registered. And with 10 seconds to go, the Chill will have to restart from their own side. Down the right side. The Mavericks surviving the power play. Bateman has it. He'll move his way in down the left side. Bannister. That'll go sailing across the crease. Picking it up, Dawsdahl walks in, fires, stopped by Greenlee, and it'll go all the way back outside. This will get shot right over. Up high, once again, long shot. Good save again by Greenlee. He's heading down the left side of the floor for the Mavericks. That's Muratori. 20-second shot clock, trying to cut towards the goal. Has to go back out. So he sends it right over to Victoria. Spins off a few defenders. Into the corner, back up high, looks, fires, Bamung rebounds there. And it looks like the Chill will be able to get a steal. Back up high with it. Bateman down the left side. Shoecat, he's gonna look, pass it right across, popping that one over top of the net. Back along the boards once again. Charchuk down the right side. He's going to face off against two Mavericks defenders as he tries to get loose in the corner. Popping it right over to DaCosta. Stolen back by Bannister. 10 seconds to go. He'll see a lane, fakes the shot, fires it low. That'll go off the post. And the Mavericks recover the rebound. 30 seconds to go. 25 on the shot clock. So he'll end up back up high, heading down the right side of the floor. Into the corner with it. Down the left side. That'll go bouncing off of the goaltender and back out of play. So we'll see the Mavericks get it back. In the corner with it. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Looking for options. That'll go sailing high again. Mavericks recover. 20 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Clayton will miss on the shot. It'll be an over and back call to end off the second period. 10-6. Your score after 40 minutes. You're watching the Calgary Chill and the Mountain View Mavericks. We'll be right back with you here on NetFront Sports after a 10-minute intermission. Welcome back inside the Brentwood Sportsplex. It's the Calgary Chill and the Mountain View Mavericks getting ready to go for the third and final frame. Your score is 10-6 after the first 40 minutes. Shots are 41-25, favoring the Calgary Chill. So far on the power play, the Chill have managed to go 2 for 4. The Mavericks 0 for 2, as I don't believe the Chill took a penalty in that second period. And then in the face-off draw, so far the Calgary Chill 71% to the Mavericks 29, as Calgary has looked dominant at home, but it's been a streaky game so far. The Mavericks are certainly no stranger to scoring 4 straight goals. We'll see if they can do it to potentially bring themselves back in this one. One thing we did see in that second period was a goalie change for the Mavericks as they switched in Grayson Tapping, taking out, I believe it was Cameron Greenlee. And that leaves us where we are. So we'll get ready to go. It's DaCosta in the draw across from Hildbrand. The Chill trying to maintain their lead. The Mavericks trying to take it back. It's the face-off. Neither team able to pick it up off the beginning of it. The Chill will finally track it down and take it out of their own half. Handing this one right off. With it up high. Dawsdahl down the right side. Dumoulin, he's going to look to walk in, finds Bateman. Bateman right across, misses one stick. Back up with Dumoulin, 5 seconds to go. Inside Bateman, fires just wide. He'll get it again, pops it just behind the net. No shot registered for the Chill on that one. So go sailing all the way back towards the net. See the Mavericks getting the ball in the corner. Clayton back up high, down the left side. Cross once again. Looking for options, shoots that one off the side of the defender. Back into the corner, Clayton's gonna have to go to try and find it. Victoria tracks it down. 10-second shot clock, he's gonna look and fire. That'll go off of Matson into the netting. The Chill set up their offense, passing this one over to Dumoulin down the right side. Charges on the outside of Jordan Banco. He'll try a diving shot, and that'll be an excellent save by Greenlee, who has returned to the crease. So the Mavericks once again have made a goalie change right back. I believe at the start of the third. I must have missed it. The Mavericks setting things up. Down the left side they go. Trying to shoot that one across the crease. Right in front. They'll put it on goal and score. And the Mavericks back within 3. And it looks like they might try and wipe down the floor here, as there might have been an issue. Looks like it's somewhere in the crease, right in front of Greenlee, but they're figuring that all out now. 3 goals the difference between these two teams. The Mavericks getting the first one of this final period. With that, we're going to get ready to go once again. DaCosta across from Hildbrand. DaCosta dominant in the faceoff circle so far in this one, but he won't pick up the win on that one. Heading down the floor, the Mavericks finding Hildbrand on the other side. Sailed over top of his stick. Victoria. Back up high with it. Victoria with it. Down the left side. Into the corner. Trying to spin off one defender. Pushing his way in. Gets it knocked off his stick. 4-second shot clock. Clayton will find it. Needs to get rid of it. Sends that Hail Mary right into the netting. The Chill starting on their own side. Down the left side with it. Dawsdahl. Charchuk. He'll lose it in the corner as the Mavericks cut this one over half. Down the right side of the floor. Jet Blumhagen with the ball. It'll get knocked off his stick. Recovered by Bray Boys Jolie. Going over to pick it up, Adam Cowett. Had his first goal of the season in that second period. Bateman goes down the left side. Cutting his way towards the goal, spins off the defender, spins right back out. 15 seconds, has a man on the other side. Bannister, he'll score. The Chill match the Mavericks and go back up by 4. (11-7), just 3 minutes into the third period. Sometimes the best thing you can do to protect your lead is just to keep scoring, and I'm sure the Chill are going to be trying to do much more of that. Heading down the right side, firing this on net. Good save by Matson. Up high with it, Bateman. Back over to Dawsdahl. Charchuk over to Bateman. Bateman walks in. No man to beat. Walks in, fires. Good save, Greenlee. And it looks like we are going to see the Chill heading to the box. If I read that right. No, excuse me. That's going to be the Mavericks. So we're going to see a power play going Calgary's way. Cash Bannister going back to pick it up. He'll walk it from half. Down the right side. Bannister. Bateman. Bannister. Bannister. Good save by Greenlee. Able to get the stop on Dawsdahl. The Mavericks heading the other way now. Heading down the right side with it. Stuck back with Clayton. In the corner. Stuck back behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Knocked off of the stick there of Ryder Bamung. So it'll be recovered by the Chill. With about a minute 20 still left on their power play. Graff heading down the left side. Finds Shukat. Bateman. Over to Bannister. Bannister up high, 10 seconds to go. Down the right side, Bannister, Bateman, Bannister, fires. Might have gone wide. Bannister will end up recovering it. Down into the corner, 2 seconds to go. Doesn't know to shoot. Charchuk could not get it off in time. So we'll see the Mavericks get it right back. 50 seconds still left on the Chill's power play. Down a man, the Mavericks will get a full shot clock in the offensive zone. Clayton goes cutting towards the net. Decides not to hit him. Tries to hit Victoria going towards the goal. Couldn't find him either. Here comes the Chill. With it at half. Some issues with the shot clock here once again. Bateman. Bannister. Back over to Bateman. Bannister again. Bateman. They'll go back and forth. And Bannister over to Shukat. Sliding save Greenlee. The second try will go. Shukat beats Greenlee and finds number 12. DaCosta is going to step in across from Hildebrandt, and he'll pick up the win on this one. Taking it down the floor for the Chill. Now with a 5-goal lead here in the third period over the Mavericks. Down the left side, cutting in is Bateman. Had a chance on the other side. Another good save by Greenlee. Bateman. Bannister walks in, finds a man in front. He'll score, as that's another one off of the stick of Ethan Dumoulin. As the Chill are on fire here in Brentwood. DaCosta once again stepping in across from Hildebrandt. Face off, won by the Chill. DaCosta over to Charchuk. Charchuk pushing his way towards the net. Ball gets popped up in the air, jump ball. Nobody's going to go for it. I'll go straight to the Mavericks. We get a fresh shot clock starting on their own side. Big hill to climb here for Mountain View. Victoria down the right side with it. Picking this one up and taking it right in front. Jace Victoria not able to beat Dane Matson. Simon Forgren down the left side with it. Graff up high. Cutting his way in is Bannister. Behind the back pass, tried to find Dumoulin. Ends up going sailing off that stick. As the Mavericks head the other direction. Down the right side, knocked into the boards. Bosworth spins off that defender with a little bit of help. Has a man in front, all alone. Fires it wide, second try. That'll go wide as well. And the Chill will recover it in their own zone. Boys Jolie trying to head down the left side of the floor. Has a cut man into Costa, but couldn't beat Greenlee. Up high, Victoria. Into the corner, Hildebrandt. Passing it back up high. Cutting towards the goal. Back into the corner. This will end up with Catadall. We'll go back up high. Clayton just sends it right into the netting. So the Chills start to head the other way. Owen Hamill passes this one up to Bannister. Down the left side. Bateman spins off that defender, cuts towards the goal. Had a chance for a dive. Was a little indecisive, didn't get it off in time, and that'll be a foot down in the crease. See the Mavericks heading the other way now. Bosworth hands this one off. Down the right side in the corner. They'll send it across the zone. Trying to cut his way in. So we'll get a whistle on the play. It looks like the Chill will get it back. Maybe an illegal screen. He's picking it up. Baxter Graff. Graff sending it over to Dawsdahl. DaCosta down the right side. Had a man in front in Dawsdahl, but couldn't find his stick. The Mavericks the other way. Maybe an odd man rush. Didn't like what he saw. Decided to spin back. Jordan Banco handing it off to Jace Victoria. Victoria into the corner. Back up high with it. Sending it right across the zone. Crossy to Victoria. Walks in. Fires. And that'll be a good save by Greenlee. But it looks like we will be getting a penalty there. So the Chill will once again head to the box. The Mavericks down by 6. Desperately in need of a goal here. And it'll start up high with Luke Catadall. Clayton into the corner for Victoria. Bosomworth back to Bemung as they do a full loop, and they're going to go back around. Setting up their offense. Clayton looking for options, has a man in front, puts it in on Madsen, who makes another great save. But it looks like they'll end up having to give it right back to the Mavericks. Victoria, back up high, Clayton. Catadall to Clayton to Victoria. They do a full lap around the offensive zone. Clayton, back to Catadall. 10 seconds to go. Victoria up high, finds Bemung, who fires. That'll be blocked in front by an offensive stick and recovered by the Chill. Trying to break out shorthanded. Forgren gets it over half, tries to go towards the net. He'll lose it on the last defender and go out off for a change. Victoria down the right side. Back up high with him. Clayton. Down the left side. Back up to Clayton. Walks in. Down the left. Long shot there. Loose in front. Running out of shot clock. And that will be a violation on the Mavericks. It'll get blown down. It looks like we're going to have our media break. So we'll be right back with you in just 30 seconds. All right, welcome back. 9:21 left here in the third period. 20 seconds left in the Mavericks power play, but the vast majority of that about to get wasted down, or at least it looked like it would, as the Mavericks get a quick steal. About 15 seconds to go now. See what they can do with it. Charging towards the goal. Looking for options. Has one on the right side, and Clayton diving shot. He'll score. The Mavericks maybe starting their comeback. As Mountain View back within 5. DaCosta. Getting ready to go against Hillbrand. Pinned by DaCosta, one back to the Mavericks. Running this one down the left side. Right in front, that was a chance bouncing off the stick of Crossy. Hamill walks it to half. Down the left side, spins off that defender. Trying to find a teammate to get rid of the ball to. This one ends up with Jacob Shukat. Down the right side. Charchuk trying to find Dosdall, but it'll go sailing by his stick. Stuck in the corner, both teams still fighting for it, but there goes the shot clock, so the Mavericks will get it back. Back up high, stolen back by the Chill. It's on the stick of Tyler Hussey. up high. That ball bounced forward for Jace Victoria. Charging towards the net, spins off a few defenders. Finds an option in Clayton. Clayton charges the goal, takes it back out. Victoria with it, down the left side. That shot right in on front. Will be another good save by Matson. Boys Jolie trying to cut his way on the fast break. Knocked off his stick and recovered by the Mavericks. Long pass down the right side. This will end up with Lashmar. Lashmar passing it forward for Everett Crossy. Into the corner. Spins off the defender, tries to cut his way in. That'll be a foot down in the crease, and the Chill will get the ball back. And it looks like we are going to get a timeout here with 7 minutes to go. It's one called by the Chill. We're going to take about 45 or so seconds to just calm things down. They've got a 5-goal lead with 7 minutes to go. Both teams leaving the timeout. We'll see the Chill starting with it on their own side with 7 minutes to go. Shots are 50-33 favoring the Chill with just 7 minutes to go. Popping it back up high. That one right in on Greenlee. Rebound will go flying high. The big hit right in front is going to leave DaCosta level. Bateman over to Bannister. 20 seconds to go. Behind the back pass finds Dumoulin, who beats Greenlee. That's number 14 for the Chill. And it all started off a beautiful pass there from Cash Bannister, I believe up at the top. Behind the back, hit the stick of Dumoulin, and he did the rest. DaCosta getting ready to go in the face-off draw once again. This one's pinned, kicked over to the Chill, who weren't able to pick it up. Muratori will find it, so the Mavericks will take a draw. So go all the way back into the corner. Hamill picks this one up. Moving up the floor, cutting past a few defenders, but getting stuck on a wall of Mavericks as Bannister has it. Down the right side, hits Dumoulin, spins off that defender, has a man on the far side, that's Shukat. That long shot, loose for Bateman as he picks it up off the rebound. That chance in front, put on goal as number 15 comes from Cash Bannister. And it has really been an offensive showcase for the Calgary Chill, a team that was only able to score 6 goals apiece in their first 2 games of the season, outmatching that in this game alone. You know this one feels good. As assuming the Mavericks don't score 7 goals in a little under 6 minutes, the Chill will take their first win of the season. As the Mavericks try and cut their way in. Spinning off a few defenders, that shot goes sailing into the netting. Cowett hands it off. In front, Charchuk fires loose in front for DaCosta, who couldn't track. It'll be recovered by Charchuk in the corner. He'll get toppled as Greenlee picks it up. Down the right side with it. The Mavericks will end up losing the ball, spending a little bit too much time on their side of the floor as we head into the final 5 minutes. Bannister up high, sends it in. Finds Dosdall cutting through center, but I don't believe he could get a shot off as he'll end up back up high with it. That long shot goes sailing into the netting. As we see things blown down. And it looks like we've got a penalty coming up. Looks like an illegal slash. This one going to Jacob Shukat. So the Mavericks will get a power play here. On the right side, Clayton over to Victoria. Back up high to Clayton. That shot easily stopped by the goaltender. Heading down the left side of the floor. Dane O'Connell gets by a few defenders, takes it around the net. Back up high to DaCosta as they continue to waste down this shot clock. Charchuk with it. This will go bouncing around the Mavericks zone. Shot clock will go off. And it looks like we'll see the Mavericks pulling their goaltender here with 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go. In the corner, working their way around. 10 seconds, Victoria up to Clayton. Back to Victoria. Walks in, has a man on the far side. Back up high, looks, fires. Bamung blocked and sent down the floor. Owen Hamill tracking it down, fires it on goal, but it'll go just wide, and it'll be picked back up by the Mavericks. Clayton, 20 seconds to go. In the shot clock, back, walking it to the top. Down the left side, Clayton trying to find it. Bounced off a defender's stick. He'll get stolen right back by the Chill. Greenlee back in between the pipes. Graff walks in, fires it on goal. Good save, Greenlee. Victoria with it. He'll fire. Jumping on top of that was Matson. And it looks like the Mavericks will get zone possession once again with a fresh shot clock to boot. Down the right side. Back up again. Firing in on Matson. Good save by the Mavericks. Victoria. Back up high once again. Bamung. Trying to find Bosomworth on the far side. Loses it. And running goes the Chill. Recovered once again by the Mavericks as the Mavericks goaltender getting a lot of cardio in the final few minutes of this third period. Down the right side, Clayton. Into the corner. Up high once again, 10 seconds on the shot clock. So he'll get fired on goal, sent back down the floor. as the shot clock will go off with 1:09. The Chill will get the ball. Bateman up high, trying to push his way in down the right side. Picking that up is Bannister. In front, DaCosta puts it on goal. What a save, but he won't stop the second one, as that was Grayson tapping, sprawling to try and get in front of Dawsdall, but he couldn't do it. And the Chill find number 16. And something that the Mavericks did when they were taking their goaltender in and out of the crease over and over in the final few seconds, or the final few minutes, excuse me, of the third period, is they switched to Grayson tapping, maybe deciding he was the quicker runner between him and Cameron Greenlee. So the Mavericks will pick it up. .35 seconds to go. 15-second shot clock. That'll go sailing off of the goaltender. Back up high. Clayton. Down the right side. Back up high with it. 21 seconds. Good save by Matson. And with that, there's more time on the game clock, or less time on the game clock than the shot clock. That shot going firing over. Hamill picking it up, walks it on the goaltender, loses it on the attempt, and sprawling after it was tapping. Victoria will walk it over half, but it won't quite matter. The Calgary Chill pick up their first win of the season over the Mountain View Mavericks with a final score of 16-8. Final shots are going to be 58, I believe, to 38 for the Mavericks. And it's a big win here for the Chill. Not able to beat either the Silvertips or the Shamrocks in their first weekend, but getting their second week started strong with a fairly dominant victory over the Mavericks. They led the vast majority of the game, and they were able to finish it off strong. But that will do it for us here at the Brentwood Sportsplex. I've been Simon Shaskovsky. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to have yourself a good night.